Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Game Prophet, and welcome back to AEW Dynamite Universe Mode. This is week 12, and I have a big announcement for you guys. In just 2 weeks' time, we're going to start a two-night event. So week 14 and 15, we will have Fighter Fest, and of course, Jon Moxley will defend his AEW World Title against MJF, and some more matches we will announce. Also, tonight we're going to reveal who will be in the TNT Championship Tournament. So stick around for that. We're going to reveal that after our first match. Later on tonight in the main event, FTR, the AEW Tag Team Champions, will host an open challenge. And who will answer that open challenge? Also tonight we're going to see two women debut, Awesome Kong and Hikaru Shida. That's going to be a David and Goliath type battle. And to kick things off here on Dynamite, we're going to have the debuting Brian Cage taking on Joey Janela. Now, if you guys did not see last week's episode of AEW Dynamite, let's take a look. Kenny Omega took on Chris Jericho one-on-one in the main event. It was Alpha versus Omega, and Kenny Omega, just to make it short, kicked ass. I mean, he basically whooped Chris Jericho all up and down the arena. And right when, look at this right here, he hits the V-trigger, bang, right in the face. And then when it looks like he's going to finish the job, Brian Cage makes his AEW debut, and Chris Jericho caught Kenny Omega with that code breaker to win the match. Brian Cage, for a second, looked like he might have, not been on Jericho's side, but of course, Jericho's always got a plan, and that man is Brian Cage. And he took out Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is actually injured, and we will have an update on that next week. But right now, we're going to see Brian Cage in his first match. He's going to be taking on the bad boy, Joey Janela.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing 202 pounds, he is the bad boy, Joey Janela.
I believe the last time we saw Joey Janela was the Casino Battle Royale at Double or Nothing. He was feuding with a couple people. He was doing some crazy stuff in that Battle Royal. And, now he is back on AEW Dynamite, looking to get his first win here in AEW. And he's taking on, someone that's debuting. So he has a good chance. But, come on. I mean, he's facing a machine in Brian Cage. And, we asked the question last week, does Brian Cage and Chris Jericho forming an alliance mean that there's a new inner circle? If so, comment down below. Who would you like to see in the inner circle with Chris Jericho and Brian Cage? I'm sure there is some ideas out there that you guys can float, but I guess at the end of the day, it's up to Chris Jericho, right? He went and scouted a machine. He needed someone that can watch his back at all times, somebody that helped him defeat Kenny Omega. And, Chris Jericho might earn himself a world title opportunity if he can keep racking up these big wins, with the help of Brian Cage or not. And Joey Janela just wants to get a shot here on Dynamite. He just wants to get a chance. But it's about to get ugly. Here comes Brian Cage, the Machine. Take it away, Justin Roberts.
The challenger from Chico, California, weighing 278 pounds, the Machine, Brian Cage.
And Brian Cage is accompanied by Mr. Chris Jericho, who, likes to call himself Le Champion, as we've said, and is not and has not been a champion so far here in Universe Mode. So maybe him and Brian Cage can challenge FTR. What if maybe that's the team that's going to open the challenge tonight? Brian Cage and Chris Jericho. Maybe FTR is the team that's going to be in the inner circle. I mean, there's so many things happening here on Dynamite, and tonight is an action-packed episode. Like I said, we're going to reveal who will be fighting for the TNT Championship in a tournament after this match, and a couple matches for Fighter Fest as well. We got a lot to announce tonight. So make sure you are strapped in. The first match is about to begin. Brian Cage and Joey Janela. Now, if I was a betting man and I needed to make a quick buck, my money would be on Brian Cage. But if you're a fan of the underdog and you want to make some ridiculous money, you can go ahead and vote on Joey Janela. Here we go. First match of the night, and oh, Joey Janela. I mean, you can't blame the strategy. He ran straight for him. But Brian Cage is having none of that, and these fans obviously are not a fan of Brian Cage because the way he came into AEW, the way he made his debut, took out Kenny Omega, and now, oh, he's trying to do the same thing to Joey Janela. And with Chris Jericho by his side, Brian Cage can be a very, very dangerous individual. Look at the strength as well. He was showing off some of that strength last weekend. You just have to think, who in that locker room can size up with this guy? Who can match up with Brian Cage? And I mean, what can Joey Janela even do to get back into this? He tried to apply pressure from the start, but Brian Cage is on that. And what is this? Oh no, the same move that we saw put away Kenny Omega. Almost like a flatliner. Face first. Joey Janela somehow still moving, and Brian Cage is going to make sure that he's not. One more time. Chris Jericho jumping up and down. He's loving it. Wow. The strength of Brian Cage. The absolute power. Will. 1, 2. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. What a win for Brian Cage. His first match in AEW. He is undefeated 1-0, but he is going to be taking on Jake Hager in Night 1 of Fyter Fest. This just in. And also Chris Jericho in Night 2 will have an open challenge. So Jake Hager looking to get some revenge. And also Chris Jericho, you know, is telling someone to step up to the plate. Who will it be? Dynamite moves on after this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are ready to announce who will be in the TNT Championship Tournament. Like we said earlier, the bracket, you know, it starts off empty, but eventually you're going to see some matchups here. The first matchup, Jungle Jack Perry takes on Pac. Brody Lee will be taking on Matt Hardy. Scorpio Sky will face Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin will take on Austin Aries. All of those are first round matchups. Next week here on Dynamite, we're going to see Sammy Guevara taking on Scorpio Sky, like I said, in a tournament match. Night 1 of Fyter Fest. That's going to be Darby Allin and Austin Aries in another semifinal. And Night 2 is going to be Pac and Jungle Boy. So it's just Fyter Fest is filled with these TNT tournament matches as well, because on Night 2 Brody Lee will be taking on Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy, the Exalted One, of course. And on Night 1 we're also going to see some women's action as Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, will take on Abaddon. Now that is an insane matchup that I personally have to see. But speaking of women, our next matchup is featuring 2 debuting women. Here we go. First up, one of the best pound for pound female wrestlers in the world. That is Hikaru Shida.
From Kanagawa, Japan, Hikaru Shida.
Starting off with a record of 0-0. Like I said, she is the best, one of the best pound for pound wrestlers in the world. You know, not just women in general, but tonight is not about who is the best wrestler, because she is going toe to toe with one of the, you know, most monstrous women, if that's a word, of all time, in Awesome Kong. And I don't know how you game plan, like the same way Brian Cage and Joey Janela. I don't know how you game plan for somebody of that height and that stature. So we're gonna see what Hikaru Shida has in the bag, and I wish her the best of luck, because it's gonna be a long night for her. And the women's division is starting to heat up. We saw B. Priestley and Taya Valkyrie. Expect names such as Sadie Gibbs and Shanna, like I said, Dr. Britt Baker, Abaddon. There's going to be a lot more women entering the AEW roster, so just keep your eye out for that. And here comes her opponent, like I said. 8 million ways to die, and she's won. They said it, not me. It is Awesome Kong. Now, Awesome Kong is a veteran in this industry, and like I said, you don't have to be the best pound for pound wrestler to win this match, to win here in AEW. You just have to come out the winner. You just have to survive, basically. And everybody that goes up against Awesome Kong has a small chance of surviving. I think she is more wins than losses in her career. Right now in AEW, she is 0-0. But I guarantee if you go back and watch some Awesome Kong footage, you will see nothing but pure domination. And I'm sure that is exactly what we're going to see tonight. Awesome Kong taking on Hikaru Shida. Here we go. Aubrey Edwards is your referee, as Hikaru Shida with a drop kick so big that it, might have broke the system a little bit. Might have rocked the arena to its core. As now, look at this. Awesome Kong's going to take advantage of, Hikaru Shida, who started off with a lot of energy. I like the way she started, but Awesome Kong quick to ground her. Now, Awesome Kong, if she wins here tonight, my question is, who in that locker room is going to stop her? And who is going to get in her way of the AEW Women's title? But look at Hikaru Shida. She believes in miracles. Like I said, this is a David Goliath type match. And, Hikaru Shida is usually the underdogs in her match. And you're seeing it right here firsthand. And she's going up against a woman who is twice her size in both width and height. And now Hikaru Shida to the top. Awesome Kong getting back to her feet. What a drop kick, but no. Missile drop kick was avoided by Awesome Kong. And now a body slam as well. Awesome Kong, if this match was a car, she would be in the driver's seat and Hikaru Shida would be in the trunk. Because Awesome Kong is handling this right now. She is in control. Look at this, once again puts her in the ropes, but this time, look at this, Aubrey Edwards, you're going to have to get in there. Awesome Kong lets go before Aubrey Edwards gets involved. The rope break. The veteran Hikaru Shida as well. Both of these women applied their trade across the world, in Japan, America, does not matter where. And now, both of these women stepping foot in an AEW ring. And, with B. Priestley getting a win a week ago. Look at this. Shida, before I can finish my sentence, goes to the top. Look at that. Diving drop kick right to the face. This could be a huge upset. No, not even a 1 count. Like I said, B. Priestley won one of her matches. We're going to have Abaddon and Dr. Britt Baker. We're going to start seeing who's going to be at the top of the rankings, the win-loss records. And I'm assuming that person will fight for the AEW Women's title. Our next big pay-per-view is All Out, of course, but in between then we do, like I said, we announced earlier, Fyter Fest. It's going to be 2 nights. Unclear if we're going to have another event until then, something like a Fight for the Fallen or a Bash at the Beach, but I guess time will tell if any of those are going to come to fruition, as Awesome Kong is just setting up her own destiny, taking out Hikaru Shida. And I mean, she is doing all the right things right now. She is applying pressure. She is dominating in every shape and capacity. Cover. Hikaru Shida 1, 2. Somehow gets her shoulder up. And Awesome Kong in disbelief. Hikaru Shida is going to have to really fight back. Oh no. It is not looking good for Hikaru Shida, for the Japanese sensation, as Awesome Kong putting her on the top rope. What could she possibly be thinking? This big woman, oh man, 2 chops. Oh, she went for her third. But look at Shida. From the top, the missile dropkick connects. Finally connects with the missile dropkick to a standing Awesome Kong. And look at that. Takes one knee and another dropkick. But she's got her down. Hikaru Shida has Awesome Kong down. And now where's she headed? She's headed to the top rope. Oh my god, what is she doing? No! Awesome Kong just too fast. And look at the strength. Are you kidding me? Wow. Awesome Kong. Absolutely domination. Look at this. Hooks the arms. And boom, that's all she wrote. Awesome Kong gonna pick up the easy dub. 1, 2. No! The resiliency and Hikaru Shida kicks in. And she kicks out. But Awesome Kong, she's not gonna settle for that. Come on, Shida. Shida, come on, wake up. No, 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 no. No! Hikaru Shida now busted open. Awesome Kong, the cover. 2. That's all she wrote. Awesome Kong with a huge, huge W. Wow, what a win from Awesome Kong. But like I said, coming up at Fyter Fest on night 2 for the AEW World Title, it's going to be Jon Moxley taking on MJF. And we're about to hear from MJF. Stay tuned.
This quickly went from being a revolution and has unfortunately turned into a dictatorship, and that is why Jon Moxley is not my champion. But I don't blame you, AEW fans. You see, you have been brainwashed into thinking that that is what good professional wrestling is. And that brainwashing starts all the way at the tippy top. And that is why, Jonathan, a world champion is supposed to lead by example. He is not supposed to let his roster mates come out here and play wrestle, and he's damn sure not supposed to come out here and cosplay as a specific wrestler, and that's a stone cold fact.
Wow. MJF, I don't know if he's spitting facts or fiction, but he's spitting something. And I think that got me just hype enough for the main event. It's open challenge night for FTR. And they are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Basically, they've defeated everyone that's been in their path, and they want a challenge. There's a reason this is called an open challenge, because they want the challenge of not knowing who's gonna walk through there. It could be somebody that they faced before, it could be somebody that they've never faced before, somebody that works for the company, somebody that doesn't work for the company. We're about to find out who the mystery team is. We do a lot of open challenges here on AEW, that's just the way we roll, and FTR is calling their own shots. Who's gonna answer? Wait, what? No, 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 no. There's no way. You gotta be kidding me. It is. That's Enzo and Cass XL. Free agency.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in a room. How you doing?
Wow. I am in absolute shock. I had to let the man speak, but Enzo and Kaz XL are the newest tag team in AEW, or maybe they're just making an appearance. Their name is Free Agency after all. I mean, they're a couple of free agents. And these two have a long history, especially on brands of black and gold.
For our so-called opponents tonight, we have one word to describe them, and I'm gonna spell it out for you.
Wow. And Enzo and Kaz XL getting right in the face of Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, or should I say Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. We're still in the transition period of those names, but this is an open challenge, and this is your main event of the evening. Check it out. Enzo, look at that. Enzo already up to no good. Look at this. Drop kick from the top. Enzo with his AEW debut won, but no dice from FTR. And what is free agency doing here in AEW? I mean, how did this happen? The look on Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler's face, really told it all as Enzo tries to go flying. But nobody's home, and a neck breaker to Enzo. And that is Dax Harwood in the ring currently. So we have formerly known as Enzo Amore and Big Cass against formerly known as Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. We can go ahead and say it. We're not under any fire. Two former NXT tag teams are now here in the better black and gold brand. Shots fired. If there's any NXT Universe modes out there, shots fired. As the tag into Cash Wheeler. Both of these men now just picking apart Enzo. I want to see a tag to the big man, Kaz XL. A couple months ago, I want to say maybe 8 months ago, Kaz XL said he would be the biggest name in professional wrestling, and though that's not happened yet, I can preach it. It's not happened yet. He has all the potential in the world. He reminds me of Test, actually, which I think is a huge compliment to anyone. But look at that. Dax Harwood kind of getting in his head a little bit, and Cash Wheeler, one of the smartest wrestlers here in AEW, took out the legs of the big man. That's how you chop down a tree. You got to start from the bottom. But Kaz XL now lighting up Cash Wheeler in the corner. The big boot comes into play. Your referee of this match again, Aubrey Edwards. And look at Big Cass. Oh, Big Cass XL. Oh, and he takes down Dax Harwood. This could be an opening. Going for a body slam. No. Cash Wheeler, once again, takes down the legs of the big man. And he's going to go ahead and pull him into the center of the ring. And I can't believe FTR is fighting Enzo and Kaz. Oh, here on AEW as Enzo helps out his tag team partner there. Cash was in the driver's seat for a second. Now back into the corner as Kaz XL. And if they win, do they get a shot at the AEW tag team titles? There has been a couple teams that have outright challenged FTR. One of them being the Rhodes brothers, Cody Rhodes and Dustin, who have challenged FTR for a match at Fyter Fest. And next week we will see if the Rhodes brothers can win in tag team competition. If they can, I do believe they will take on FTR at Fyter Fest. And that is if FTR wins here tonight. Who says they lose? And free agency will end up earning themselves another opportunity against them, this time for the tag team titles. But look at that, the strength of Scott Dawson or Dax Harwood, I guess whichever you prefer. We can say both. We don't get in trouble for saying the other. There's not technically a copyright here, so we're all good, I think. As Dax Harwood trying to take out the big man, and Kaz XL says no way, tosses him like a child and then kicks him like a football. Here comes Enzo, and this is all too familiar. This is like what happened at the beginning of the match. Enzo has a strategy, and he is going for it. What an elbow drop. Shades of Macho Man. 1. Not even a 2 count. Dax Harwood, maybe out of desperation or frustration, kicks out at 1. And look at Enzo. Now lighting him up with some punches and bunches. And now Enzo throws him back into the ring. You know, we talk about Kaz XL and his strength, but Enzo is pretty strong. He works out on the daily. I follow him on Instagram at Real1. Or maybe that's his Twitter. I'm not sure. Maybe it's both. I know he's a rapper as well. As Dax Harwood says, no flips, just fists, and rap is crap. Basically, cover from Dax Harwood on Enzo. 2. No, Enzo gets the shoulder up just in time. But now Dax Harwood takes exception to that. And I've seen FTR pull some tricks out of the bag. You know, one of the most diverse tag teams here in AEW. And look at this. Oh no, wait, I spoke too soon. Enzo, the crowd getting behind him again. Another elbow drop. And Enzo, turns around right into a fist from Cash Wheeler. And Enzo, now he's talking a little trash. Look at this. Brings Cash Wheeler back into the match. But you got to focus on the man that's behind you. Oh, look at this. Oh. And now, come on. No. Dax Harwood scraped to the eyes. German suplex. A release German suplex. Absolutely folding Enzo in half. Absolutely folding him like an omelet. Tag into his tag team partner Cash Wheeler. And now Cash Wheeler with a kick to the leg of Enzo. Enzo is in a whole lot of trouble. Once again sends him into the corner. This time the tag to Dax. They're really focusing, targeting in on that leg of Enzo. If they hit that shatter machine, Enzo's not going to be able to kick out. He's going to have no legs. Oh, look at this. Enzo fighting back. He's got to get a tag, but he has too much pride. He wants to be the solution, not the problem. Oh no, here we go. Tag to the big man. And the dynamic is about to change. Kaz XL, boom. Takes him down. And once again, it's like they just go for Cash Wheeler and bring him in. Takes him down with a running, just chest bump. But Dax Harwood, knee to the back. Knee to the back of Kaz XL. And Dax Harwood now is applying pressure. He's trying to take out the legs of the big man. They're trying to take out the legs of both individuals. I think that is so smart because at the end of the day, if you're going to run to save your teammate, if you're going to, kick out, if you're going to fight back, you need your legs. You need to be standing. And they are really targeting those legs. I know Kaz has had surgery on his leg, so that could actually be, a really smart game plan for FTR. But look at this. Kaz XL wants to make the impossible possible. Check this out. STO. With the face palm STO cover 1. No rope break. Rope break, and Aubrey Edwards has to tell Kaz that that pin was not legal. Once again, a tag to Enzo. Enzo wants to end this strong. He wants to be the one to pick up the pinfall. Imagine if he pins one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions on his debut night. But look at this. Dax Harwood's having none of that. Scrapes his face all across the ropes, and now, he's in trouble. Once again, working on that leg. No. And look at this. Kaz is hurt. Kaz just got knocked off the apron, and he's visibly upset. It looks like he's trying to get back into the ring, but look at this. They got other things in mind. Here we go, Enzo. Off the ropes. Shatter machine. And Kaz XL is furious. He doesn't even know what's going on. 1, 2. FTR win in the main event. What a match. What a debut performance from Enzo and Kaz XL. But Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. This was an insane episode. I put a lot of work into this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And next week will be the go home show for Fyter Fest. Night 1 and 2 will be week 14 and 15. So follow me on Instagram and Twitter for all updates. And I hope you guys have a great day. As always, I'm the Gaming Prophet, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.